Yes, you always have to have my seat. You're so naughty. I'm just taking her out of my seat so I can make a video. She doesn't like it. There we go. Okay, that doesn't look good. Is that a cat in your pants, or you happen to see me? Yeah, okay. But anyways, okay, this video is about Take Shelter. I just read this yesterday. And it says, stunning, already being called an American masterpiece. It is very good. It's about this guy, he's doing well drilling or whatever. That's just his job. But obviously it's not about his job. He's got a small family there. He's got a wife and a deaf child. And trying to make ends meet. But anyways, the point of this is he starts having nightmares. And the nightmares are very real. And they're kind of like end of the world kind of nightmares. There's always a storm coming, and dark clouds, tornadoes, all that kind of stuff in the dream. And then in each dream, somebody else attacks him. It's just a dangerous situation. It's end of the world kind of thing. His dog gets mad at him and is growling and takes, seizes his arm, so he's like, but it's a very real kind of dream, so he feels it even the next day. So this is very disconcerting. So he starts to think he's losing his mind, and in one of the dreams, his wife is like a zombie. There's kind of like a zombie situation, and she's standing there getting ready to grab a knife and do whatever. So eventually he's even, kind of scared of her. So that gets him to thinking, the storm situation is it's like an end of the world thing. So it gets him into preparedness. Out back of their house is an old storm bunker, whatever they call those, storm shelter. Because they're in like Kansas or somewhere. So he starts revamping that and gets one of those shipping containers and borrows equipment from work, heavy equipment, and that's a no-no. But takes out a loan against his house without saying anything to his wife, and that's a no-no. But he believes it's an end of the world thing. It's really going to happen. I mean, these dreams are so real. So he just whatever he's got to do, it's real. So you got to do something. So he's really doing it. So that's why I like that part of it, because we're basically in that situation almost. It's not that bad, but if it were that real, that's what I would do. I would say, well, damn the torpedoes, we're just going to do whatever we need to do, and we won't worry about what used to be right, or as far as fiscally responsibility or whatever. We won't worry about that because we really need to do this. We're just dead. So the wife doesn't see this because she's not having the dreams, right? So there's a problem there. She can understand. But he's not fooling around. I mean, he's making this a real bunker. And he's getting gas masks and everything, even for the little child. Even though they don't, in the movie they say they don't make those. So he has to cobble one together for the child. And so, that's the aspect about it I like. It's that he takes it seriously, and it's a prepping kind of thing. So I like that angle. That attracts me. And one of the scenes I don't like is, well, they actually have a tornado, the siren's going off or whatever. So now he thinks the thing's really happening now. So they all go in the bunker. They put on the gas masks, and then they'll wake up the next day. And well, you can't stay in the bunker forever. I mean, how do you know what's going on outside? So, but he thinks it's really shit has hit the fan, and there's like toxic fumes out there, or whatever. So he just doesn't want to go out. So this takes too long. This scene where obviously he has to leave. Now, at some point, you gotta peek out and see what's going on. So it just takes too long, and they make it a whole thing. But anyways, so they come out, and so it's no big deal. I mean, it was a tornado, or just a storm, or whatever, and people are up there just picking up, lawn furniture or whatever. Nothing really happened. So that convinces his wife, okay, and him, I guess, to rethink this, go to a psychiatrist, get some real help, and so he does, and the psychiatrist is like, just like a psychiatrist would say, okay, this is crazy, here's the drugs you're going to get, and you got to, stop with the shelter, even though that's prudent, it's a storm shelter, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but he says, okay, get away from the shelter and don't think about that. Don't do any more of that. Just like a moron. Giving advice where he shouldn't. So here's the drugs you're supposed to take, blah, blah, blah. And, and take a vacation. So they do. They go to Myrtle Beach, like they do every year, whatever. And the cool thing is, finally, this guy is vindicated. They're out there tinkering around in the sand, and the little girl looks up, and the storm's out there, and it's the real thing with twisters, and it's crazy. And he looks over to his wife, and she's like, yep, I see it, it's there, it's real. And that's the end of the movie. So he's vindicated, but they're not anywhere near their shelter. I don't know. Does that mean they're dead? I don't. Are they? If they just said, okay, let's go, and, ended the movie as them like, okay, we're going to hustle back to our shelter, that would have been great. But, leaving it up in the middle of the air, like, maybe they're just going to die. I would, I just really would have liked them to made use of that shelter. I like things to be useful. You put your hard-earned sweat, you put your sweat into this thing, and I like to see things used for what they. So that was a bummer. But the cool thing was he was vindicated. That's what. Sadly, that's what I think most preppers want. Some situation where, look, I had to use my preps. And, great, it worked, it helped. Hopefully it's something small. Like, the power went out for a week, whatever. And not nuclear or whatever. We don't care about that. Hopefully. Right, little peep? Yes. Okay, so it was pretty good. It's worth a rent. Acting good, everything. Pretty intense. Yep. Okay, so, and that's Take Shelter, so pretty good. All right, take it easy.